We're surrounded by.
All right. Ba-ba-ba-bee. Beep-ba-ba-boom. Hey, everyone, guys, welcome to Shots Between Friends, the show where we, just talk about things, and Shots Between Friends stands for shit happening out there between friends. So, today we're going to introduce yourselves, guys. So everybody, one by one, let us know who you are.
Me first?
Yeah,
I am Joe. I'm the boy in blue.
The boy in blue. So that means you always wear blue?
Today.
So you have
I
blue
always wear
eyes.
blue today.
Okay, you always wear blue today? Fair enough.
Yeah.
I'm Evie.
Hi, Evie.
Hi.
I'm Dak from Vegas.
Yeah, Dex, my boy.
Like,
Everyone
yeah,
is my
we
friend.
go way back.
Actually born in Vegas.
Born and raised.
Oh,
Yeah.
for real?
Only like three of us.
Yeah, straight up.
I'm the other one.
And like
Yeah,
some
and
of
the
y'all
third one's
sketchy.
just homeless right now.
Sketchy. The third one's
He
homeless.
gambled it all away.
Yeah.
He gambled it all away. So he's trying to get.
The signs were there. I'm Jamal. I was actually born and raised in Vegas too, and we're all friends with each other. So that's a nice introduction. So here on Shots for Friends, we like to always start with our wonderful alcohol sponsor. Since it's not a real thing, we just bring our favorite alcohol. So today, the booze in question is gonna go Palinka. You guys know anything about Palinka?
What's that about?
Love it. So
Like- Isn't that like that
Palinka.
macaroni stuff they have at the
that's
restaurants?
paprika. Okay. Nah, so Palinka is my stuff. So basically, let's get that shot holler. So Palinka is a Hungarian spirit. Basically, it's fermented with usually apricots or any kind of fruit. So there's high sugar content.
Okay.
Guys, this is like 90 proof. So real Palinka is like 120 proof, and they just barrel age it. So it's like how they do our moonshines. But I've woken up in a lot of wrong countries with this. So I just wanted to share that today with you guys and stuff that we talk about. So, we're going to do some shots. You don't have to do too much, but I just wanted, to get it loose before we talk about some stuff. So who's doing shots?
Oh, definitely me.
Right here.
Try.
Okay.
If I might wake
me
up in the
try.
wrong country, I'm doing this stuff.
Hoorah.
All right. I love it.
I'm not trying to make it home tonight.
I was just telling you when I was in Egypt, they had like Johnny Walder. And I actually thought it was Johnny Walker at first. I was so geeked because
Is it like a?
it's like a knockoff, right? Because they can't really produce like that alcohol there. Like it's they're
love
not
it.
allowed to, right?
It's a great
Like,
value.
it's illegal for them to have a Jack Daniel's bottle there, right? So we had to like sneak one. We had to sneak one in from like customs. When you first get in there, and then we were able to give him the bottle for his birthday. But they don't have stuff like this. They had Dewarts, and it was supposed to be white label, but it was a yellow label instead. But it said white label on it. I got, I'm telling you, they had like the weirdest alcohols to like resemble actual alcohols, like knockoffs. It's the craziest thing.
What was Jack Daniel's called?
They didn't have one for
they didn't
Jack
have a Jack
Daniels.
Daniels, okay.
Yeah, that one I would have been impressed.
What's like a good, if it was Jack Daniels, it would have to be another like super strong white name like Chuck Steak or something.
Chuck Steak.
You know what I mean? Like
Don
Peter Nathaniel. You know what I mean? If you were going to be like, because you had to think like, what would Egypt say like, yo, what is the best white name past Jack Daniels? Like John Smith was taken, but.
John Smith.
It would be.
No, it's always two first names. It always is.
Cheers,
Ay,
guys.
shalom.
I don't
Cheers.
think the arms go that long, but here we
Cheers.
go.
Woo, Palinka.
I can do it.
Sending y'all
Here's
love.
you getting lost.
All right. Is this going to hurt?
All the love.
I'm a lightweight, so
No,
I
it's
mean,
okay. So here's the thing: when you
It
drink
smells
it,
good.
I'm gone off of
It
one.
smells really good.
when you drink it, whoo, it's dangerous.
Wait, it smells really good, though.
And breathe it out.
All right, here we go.
It's
All
fire.
right.
After, whew, it's like
Woo! As they're doing that, so
like a perfume.
shots with friends. We obviously take shots and talk
Right.
about stuff happening out there. So
I feel it.
usually we try to have 4 good topics.
I think I
Since-
love that.
I know, right?
Let
it's
it
very,
settle
very
first.
dangerous.
Like right here in the chest.
So now everyone knows how I
10
missed
second
those
delay.
flights. So it's a
Yeah.
very, we
Well,
made
I don't
it
think
through.
we know yet. I mean, come on, my dude.
All right, so if you guys never had Palinka, it's a very now you guys know, right? So think about, late night caps because everything goes off in Hungary very late. Ooh, like Poland, Hungary.
What goes off in Hungary?
Oh my God, so many things. It's literally one of the party capitals of Europe. Like it's up there with Ibiza and everything else. Just a beautiful culture.
What?
Oh my God! But yo, their politics is super Trumpy.
Yeah.
Like they make Trump look like a child. Like they were like, I was over there. I go over to Hungary probably once every 2 years. I love that place. Like Budapest is absolutely beautiful, and I mean, very like they don't see a lot of colored people, and you got to have money to be very conservative, very very conservative, right? But one of the most beautiful countries. So they make Palinka, and they're very about Palinka. So just how we have like moonshine, they got Palinka.
Is this
So
a
Mac-
drink of choice?
Oh, I mean, not for like respectable people.
Well, they have like
You know what I mean? Like, by no means. Like, you're
like
not nobody's-
flavored Palenka.
Well, they
that?
have it. So this is
Flavored
apricot.
moonshine?
So this is apricot. Well, imagine
No, I
like
know it tastes like
the
it.
same
Yeah.
principles of moonshine, but you just let these. That's where the sugar content comes in. So imagine you just putting a whole bunch of sugar in there, and then all of a sudden you have that really really high grain spirit, and it just soaks everything up. But it's way sweeter, where you don't know what's going on. So imagine on 3 of those, and that's 90 proof. And the real one's like 110 because this is something you have to take past customs.
Yeah.
Ooh. So, just
It
bless.
creeps up on you? Or
I mean, I woke up in.
scared.
I was supposed to take a flight at the like. Basically, I went from Dresden to Berlin,
Mhm.
and I woke up in Poland. So that happened.
You took
I
a
missed
ride to
I missed the
Poland.
whole I missed the whole country. I just went straight to. I didn't even pass go. Did not collect $200. Just woke up at the wrong place and had to figure shit out as I went along. So.
Well, this is definitely my
Couple more
favorite drink of
shots,
all
I'll
time.
be-
Yeah,
in
you know
Utah.
what? It's we have like courage. This is like character building. So it's it's when you lose everything, really down in your luck. So Palinka, it's fantastic.
That's a really good sponsor.
It stays in your mouth.
Advertising right there.
God bless it.
Love
So-
it.
well, as we transition, so the good thing about everyone and all my friends today is that not Evie, but everyone at this seat has something to do with fighting, like photography, training, all these wonderful things. So one of the first topics I wanted to talk about was, from boxing, which was something that we loved and everything else, and now it's transitioned to MMA. I mean, there's so many different variations. Now there's bare knuckle, like bare knuckles coming in huge. And honestly, if you look at some of the bare knuckle things, they're getting paid more than some of the actual UFC contracts.
Really?
That's the only
Yeah,
way.
if you didn't know that,
That's the only
that's
way
why
they can get him to show up, man.
Wait,
Exactly.
wait. The bare
So-
knuckle is them just like this? That's
bare
it?
knuckle,
Yeah, so
there's
they
no-
have raps only.
as seen
but
on TV. Yeah,
It's-
murder.
But it's
So
just
they don't
fist
break
to
their fingers.
fist.
Yeah, but now remember, this is a huge breakthrough because now UFC's
but they
even
do break their fingers.
they do break their fingers.
I'm
yeah.
sure.
Of course. Look at
Somebody's
mine.
head.
This is
How many rounds do they go in?
It's the same. It's same. A huge
Same
fight.
thing.
Let's just murder them.
Oh, how many rounds
we,
is bare knuckles?
we got to keep.
It's not that many. No, it's,
Yeah.
it's
It
not like
can't be.
it's
It
not 10 or
can't.
12 rounds.
Yeah, there's
though.
no way.
So just thinking about it's not 10, 12 rounds. We're
And-
talking
and
about
the thing
3
is-
Saying
rounds.
It's like 3
People-
rounds.
Yeah,
right?
3
Okay,
rounds
okay.
MMA things. But
Yeah,
now,
but-
go ahead.
And those fights don't go long, man. Somebody always gets knocked out.
Yeah.
No, there's.
okay.
I mean, they go
They
3
get
rounds.
knocked out
So
a
same
lot.
question. What does knockout look like when it comes to bare knuckles?
Well, it looks like this. Guy gets hit in the face, never got hit in the face before with bare knuckles, and goes, "Oh my God, that sucked really bad." Right? But maybe like in a street fight, but that's
Yeah, yeah,
not
yeah.
that's a street fighter. They don't know how to hit. So you get hit by a guy who knows how to hit with bare knuckles.
Yeah.
And then you go, "Oh, this sucks." And everything changes, and then
Yeah.
that person who felt that way gets knocked out.
My
They go, "Oh my God."
Yeah.
They show up and that's it.
Sheesh.
And everything.
my nose hurts from you just saying that. So okay, so this is what it is right now, and bare knuckle is kind of what we started with. So now we have things like Karjitsu. We have
Just seen that.
we have the slapping, basically slap fight competition. We just found out about ass slapping, which
Wait, Karjitsu. I wanna
well,
stop
first
right
of
there.
all,
Yeah. You gotta show us. We gotta show
yeah.
us
So,
the
we're,
ass
so
slapping
look, I'm
thing.
putting up ass slapping right now. So this
Here we
is
go.
so
I was telling him about this right
okay.
now. This is a
So
butt
this is-
slapping
Oh my
competition.
gosh,
Wait a
her
minute.
this is
poor
a
butt
butt
is all
slapping
red.
competition, and they're in there.
This girl, she's got no red on her. She's just like chilling. She's like, please go.
See, this is
How do I
bit more,
compete in
I need a
this?
little bit more jiggle though. They need to get some girls from Atlanta
all right, so
to come up here.
that's
Well,
that. So let's just get into
Wait.
this is Karjitsu.
I wanted to see the rest of
Now
that.
this is we can
Oh,
go back.
Oh
so-
my goodness.
So just look at some of this.
Oh,
Hold
it's
on,
like
let me.
it's like fighting a phone.
It is. Yo, there's somebody.
Oh no.
what is happening?
This is me
There
trying
is
to
a
get in the
butt
back
on
seat
a
off
guy's
Oh my
leg.
gosh,
Palenque.
I love all the people around
Oh,
that
yeah.
are like, woo!
So this is a real. Okay, so you would think like, no way, this is like a sport, right? You are wrong.
No way.
Yeah,
Like,
this is like a whole.
no.
This is the actual, the jitsu. look, while we're waiting for that, we're gonna
Are
go
they
in the
fighting a
slapping.
Honda? It looked like a Honda Accord they're fighting. I
She about to slap her in the face.
Damn!
Oh,
Wait a minute.
Oh,
we
we're
got a
gonna.
she's like,
mouthpiece.
okay,
Wait, girls
bitch.
slap each other in the face like this now
Well,
too?
you know what? I'm in it.
That's
I'm in
crazy.
it to win it. So
I don't really see much like.
yeah, let's see if we can
Honestly,
get some
hey,
sound.
to each his own, but
Yeah, I
I don't
wanna
really
hear what they're
see
saying.
me like having a trophy up and being like, you know what? That's from me getting the
Yeah,
shit
Yo, they got
slapped
Arnold
out of me.
Schwarzenegger.
Arnold-
slapping.
Arnold
What?
Schwarzenegger. They fall.
Back.
That's even
This is what I'm
better.
talking about. here.
Big slaps. I like
Yeah.
it.
Ah, yes.
So,
Why?
so this is what we go to. God bless her.
Wow.
God bless her heart.
Like,
Oh no.
Do the dishes. Like,
No, it looked like Barbie just standing there getting slapped.
you know what?
Yeah.
Oh,
Her
see?
hair is made because
Wait.
it didn't move
Is this
too
guy
much.
gonna
That's-
slap one of them?
seriously?
Yeah, this is okay. So this is like a big fun. Look how many people are behind there. So, yeah, this is like real stuff here. We're gonna go back to it in there, but I'm talking about this is real life.
Oh,
this
this
is
is
But
big
we got,
boys
I
right
gotta
here.
see. I gotta see the slap.
oh,
These
we're
are some
in
big
it.
boys.
Okay.
I mean, these guys are big. Why would they stand there and let someone just smack them right in the face? I
It's
don't understand.
crazy. Yeah.
They're just gonna stand there and do it.
This
I'm
is
gonna
a-
put my money on my
crazy.
guy in the white shirt. He just
Ooh.
looks
I'm
like
gonna
go-
say
You
the
feel like
same.
that,
he
huh?
has
I'm gonna
a
go-
hell of a
I'm gonna-
slap.
I like the guy
Arnold's
with the
saying
huge
the same
chest on the
thing.
left. I think his
Arnold's
chest
like-
is big. Maybe knocks
guy's-
him out that.
Okay.
Oh my God!
okay.
Look at
Yeah.
wait a minute. Which Paul brother is that?
That's Jake.
That's
No,
Logan.
sorry.
that's Logan.
Logan, my bad.
Logan.
That's Logan.
Yeah.
Logan.
Damn! Wait a minute.
Ooh.
Oh, gee! Oh,
Hey.
oh no!
He did the
Okay.
stumble
You got
back.
the wiggles? Oh no!
He's like, let's get the drama in here.
so you
I think
get
you might be
30?
right. Maybe the big guy does.
Can
it.
you? I'm going all black, man, because I like it. He came with the
Let's see the
SFC.
second.
No, he's the one. Who,
I'd
he's the
rather
one
go
who just hit the
second,
other
too.
guy, right?
You rather go
Actually-
second?
I take that back.
I'm not-
I'd rather go first.
No, you want to go first. I want to go
take
first.
That back.
I don't.
Definitely
I
want to
wanna
go first.
I
I
take
wanna
that
go
back. I'm
first.
going first.
You know,
Because I'm madder, right? Like I
Here
use
we
the
go.
anger.
Oh, this guy's done.
no, because I.
Aw,
Oh,
poor
no.
guy.
Oh, you called it.
Oh, sweet baby.
Run
Okay.
money.
He even
So,
like cuffed his.
before we go
cheek
into-
and-
Yeah.
He did a
Yeah.
little cuffing like this.
See, sometimes
He was
you
like,
go
it was like a
second.
love, like, hey, I love you.
Yeah,
and
that's
then,
what. So going into that, my question and my topic today is, from bare knuckle to everything else. First of all, what's your favorite fighting discipline, and more importantly, like where do you see this crazy shit going?
you know, I don't know if you want to ask me that though.
Well, I work in boxing, so I got this. My favorite is the sweet science. I love boxing.
Sweet science.
But I think just people love combat sports. You know what blew up like a couple years ago? World Star.
Yeah.
I think that was like, you
Okay,
know
but
what?
that's a little bit
Was that
on
a
the
couple
on the
years ago?
ratchet side. Like,
a
you know?
decade ago.
What do you mean by ratchet, Evie?
I'm saying.
Like gas stations, like bathrooms type shit. I'm just saying, like, I think that I know what you're saying. Like people love
People
like
love combat.
yeah, I was listening to Joe Rogan the other day, and he's like, people just love watching other people get the shit beat out of them.
Yeah.
And it's true. I get that part. I think that's like part of that, right? Like everyone likes that. At the end of the day, like like I said, like I'm never gonna put a trophy up of me getting this shit slapped out of me, but I won compared to all the girls I slapped. Like I don't find that an accomplishment. So like I think I'm getting at it's like, oh, it's not gonna be favored, but it's like we're all becoming little bitches now. Like slapping each other in the face is come on. Like that's not really like MMA. That's not actually really getting down and dirty. That's not really doing it, you know?
But I think that's what people want these days. You know what I mean? They don't want.
any type of violence.
They
If
want
you can't do
knockouts.
MMA,
No, look, it's competition. It's simple, right? It started out man versus nature. Then it was man versus animal. And this is man versus man. It's a basic thing. You know, yeah, we have games where people compete against each other.
Yeah.
But it's not the original competition, which is, you know,
Like
life and death. This closest we get to the life and death battle in a sport, you know. Yeah, like
I
football
don't
is
know.
like simulated war
I
in a
have
way.
kids.
Yeah.
Every
I
day's a
totally
life.
agree with
and
that.
death.
I agree with you.
Yeah,
I get that. That makes a lot of
yeah,
sense.
it's very
too.
very basic stuff.
Yeah, I guess you can say it's basic, but again, like,
always trying to root for
like
the
if I
gladiator.
had if I was going on 2 dates and I went on a date with an MMA fighter and I went on a date who was the
slap
championship
champion?
of slapping a man in the face. Which one am I going to think is more masculine?
I don't know. That big
Oh,
was
you
big.
tell me.
That
you
big.
tell me.
That thing was
Please
big as
answer
fuck.
that. You gotta
Yeah,
answer it.
Yeah.
Come on, answer it.
Really?
Yeah,
I don't think
I
it's
know which one I
obvious.
think.
No,
I know
which
I
one?
think.
I'm sure. Okay, I'm definitely going with the MMA fighter.
Okay.
Because have you
sure.
seen Justin
What if
Gaethje?
what if he's like a lot? What if he's like 145 pounds and the slap guy is that big guy we just
Like,
watched?
if you had, do you know?
white shirt.
6'4".
Can we bring up
Right.
Justin? I'm gonna bring up Justin Gaethje, and I'll bring up the
I'm not sure what
slap
it is.
fighting. You don't know who Justin Gaethje is?
No.
Oh my God! Let's
Neither.
just put up. We're gonna put up Justin because he's always like the nerdy guy, or like Oliveira.
Oh, you'll like him.
Justin
You like him.
Gaethje, like he's
He
one
takes
of
a lot from boxing.
and
His
he's a
footwork is
murderer.
nice these days.
Too bad
He
I'm not.
actually moves his head these days.
Yeah.
And he's got good hands.
I don't even know how to spell that. Justin Gaethje. Yeah. There you go.
Gaethje.
So let's get nerd. Look, if I put in Justin Gaethje nerd, because he'll beat me up for sure. He's a boss. Look at
He's
this
a
guy.
lot smaller than you, man. What's he, 155?
Yeah. Oh, so these are the two biggest nerds in MMA, right? Both ex-chicks.
Aw.
Yo, and they're savages.
Yeah, you can't judge a book by its cover.
Yeah.
not
So that's, I
really.
mean, that's, so Justin Gaethje's on the right. Oliveira is on the left.
With the hoodie. Okay.
Yeah, and you got like, so let's go to the slap fighting champion right now. Slap fighting champion. Let's see which one Evie would
Should be.
let's see. Let's
Okay.
see which one of these. Whoa. Yo, first of all, if you got this
That can't be the champion.
that's not the champion. Okay, see? Yo, if you got slapped so hard your face looked like that, I would
Then
never
don't-
enter.
Yeah, don't come back. you
Those
know?
are okay. Well, so we'll say this one, but look at this dude. So you wouldn't do
Damn.
this dude looks pure furious, right? Like you wouldn't date that guy. That guy is he's muscular. Look at this dude.
Oh,
that
this one
doesn't-
on the right. Okay.
Oh, you mean I thought you
I
meant
thought
the
you
one on
meant,
the left.
yeah, me too.
No, the one on the left
I was
is
like, well, he's
dead.
getting slapped. so
That guy's
no.
obviously
You know?
lost.
He's dead.
Like that guy
guy's
isn't
dead.
putting that picture up on his Tinder profile.
We're gonna
Okay,
look
the
at
guy
this
in the
dude.
white. Got
So
it.
who you going for?
I'm pretty
you
sure
don't-
that's Triple H with short hair.
yeah.
Okay. I mean, yeah, I don't know though. I just okay. I mean, you're not wrong. I would go out with this guy, I guess, compared to the other guy. But however, it's kind of like, if something happened to me, is he just gonna slap the fuck out of this other guy, or he's gonna actually protect
I'll
me?
tell you what the MMA fighter
no.
when he slaps him.
He's gonna be.
He's just gonna be like waving arms around.
around,
Like,
yeah.
come on, man.
Yeah.
No.
He's gonna have a hard time slapping the MMA fighter. Really, really hard time.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Don't talk like that again.
That's funny.
You know they powder up before. No, they got that baby powder handy.
Fuck.
Oh, it's sponsored by Johnson and Johnson's.
They failed on that stuff.
That's crazy. Think
What?
about that. Like you're famous and you're getting sponsored by all these amazing like companies
Well, I don't know if
for
they are.
slapping people. That's wild to me. I'm so sorry. I must be like from 1970.
Man, I
That's
think
fucking
like
crazy.
their biggest slapper on there has maybe 30,000 followers on Instagram or something. you know?
Okay, well,
These
yeah,
guys
I'm
are-
not saying they're not big,
these
but they're
guys
getting
are not
sponsored.
any-
Like, come on.
I'm just gonna put you on there. We're just watching the Card Jitsu Championship right now, so I just want to let everyone in.
Yeah,
Here.
what is it? They have.
So they
Is that
have,
a
yeah.
referee?
Did you see him checking the seats? Wait till this dude gets in this car. I can't believe you guys have never seen this before.
Stop. No fucking way.
Hey, they're serious. Have
Oh
you
my
seen
God,
pho-
he's in a referee outfit
Card
too.
Jitsu? Yo, you see this?
Jitsu.
Yo, some people. They got
sorry.
this was televised. Just so you know,
Man.
we went in there. So
Crying.
I mean, listen to me. Hold on. First of all, he's serious as fuck. They had to seatbelt up. Like, are you
Wait,
never?
so do they start with the seatbelt on? Is that
Yeah.
like the first
No.
part of it?
Oh,
You
there's
gotta-
there's look at the he's
What's the
giving me
rules
the rules.
here?
Oh, see now there's anticipation. So this is our first topic, everybody.
Oh,
The big question is
Oh, they got videographers there too.
crying.
Look at that. Need to
inside the car.
get some car jitsu shoots.
Look
too.
at the belts on the right. First of all, if you
They
guys
got
aren't,
the
you have
belts
to
on the
really
wall.
get in
I
there.
see.
Yeah. So this
so
is.
does the car actually work?
I mean, at that point, I mean, have you seen
I don't
the
think so.
Equalizer
if they actually
and
are
or?
driving the car while doing this, then I'll
Oh
be
my
impressed.
That
I was
is-
about to say the
that would be
championship
something.
should be
Like-
in a car that's driving.
Moving
Yeah, but
car,
they're on the
moving
freeway.
You're in a
car.
roller
They're
coaster.
on
Look,
I-15
wait a
right
minute.
now.
How the
Hey,
car
this is-
jitsu?
With the construction.
How the car jitsu?
Oh my
Unbuckle, you
God.
murder, and then you get in there.
What?
Look, I'm telling you, this is.
That's wild.
Now remember how we started?
I can't
this?
hear anything, but I imagine the horns just like
Right
down.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Oh.
damn.
Oh,
He was pushing that guy's leg
He
against
was
the car
Yo,
door.
he
like
just
that.
what an ankle. Are there chicks who do it too?
oh, so
Wait, there's
Why
a
they
guy
put him in
fighting
the
a girl.
backseat?
Why is the
Why
guy
they put
fighting
him
a
in the-
girl?
I've
better
never seen.
win.
Okay, yeah.
Mine was in
There's
the
a guy-
back. That's
This is
not
like the
cool.
pickleball of
Wait a
MMA.
minute.
Like,
Yeah. What is happening right now?
I'm really
cross
confused.
gender
Like,
competition in this
how far did
card-jitsu.
this get
Oh, yeah, I
up
like
in the
that.
ring
That's
for
okay.
people to be like, this is a great idea. We
First of
should
all, okay,
fucking
so
do
this is the
Intergender
How did it
championship.
start?
card-jitsu.
My question is, how did this even?
Yo, look at this. Oh no. I mean, he's really in there. And oh no, he good head control.
Wait.
And I'm assuming if you're in the driver's
He
seat.
unbuckled his.
Oh,
shit.
no.
He's like, got
Oh, he's
got
choking him.
Start out with
He's got the
buckles on?
seatbelt. He's He's in bad position.
This does look sexual, guys. I gotta say, this is
Yo,
not.
Okay,
if
well-
you want to
Usually
train to
when
be a
people
super
say that
spy,
about BJJ, it upsets
oh no,
me.
he's
But
choking
this
him
is-
with the
This is
seatbelt.
like a different kind of thing, though.
He's
This
choking
is-
him with the seatbelt.
It's because
God
you've
bless
had
his
too many
heart.
experiences in the car for you
Oh,
to
he
get
gone.
anywhere else besides here.
Right, maybe that's what it is.
Yeah.
Like, I've been in the car too much.
Yeah.
It makes every movie I've ever
Okay.
watched not
Yeah, maybe it's the
legitimate.
Palenka doing it, but yeah, it does look kind of oddly sexual. I'm not really
Wait a
sure
minute,
about
Because the
this.
only because the only way you're
God.
making
just
that
got
much
choked out.
movement
bro.
Yeah.
is if you're in the car doing
Experiencing.
shit.
So this
Okay,
is-
I have a question though. So like so this person in the driver's seat
Mm-hmm.
obviously has the lesser weight. Like obviously it's not good for him because he's not going to
Yeah,
be
you got the
because he's got the
steering
steering
wheel in
wheel.
the way.
Yeah, yeah. Right?
You know what?
like
How
it's
does
not
that
really
work?
fair.
Yeah, I
it's
wanna
not as
start
Well,
with
fair.
that.
they must have
Me?
different rounds, right? Like sometimes you start on top, sometimes you start on the bottom in normal
That's
matches,
what
right?
she
It must be like
says.
sometimes, sometimes you start under the steering wheel, sometimes you start, in the passenger seat,
I
right?
wonder, can you use like the little sliding part of the seat? Can you like get out of it?
You can use whatever you
Yes.
want.
He
Down,
was
up
when
and
he first
down?
got in there, he was like, "Let me check this," and then he still got choked out. So I don't think he made adjusted his
Grab
Yeah,
it,
gears.
solid.
hold on to the sun visor.
Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah.
Yeah, so here's phone booth
booth
fighting.
fighting. I like phone booth
What?
fighting.
Yo, I'm about to
What
experience
is
Phone booth fighting is
happening to
really
the
cool.
world?
I love
So
phone
we
booth
got phone booth fighting here.
This makes more sense. At least
And
they're
it's
standing
bare-
up. They're
What
just
the
slapping each other.
Oh my
Oh,
God! See, there's no weight restrictions. and-
Banana
What?
chimpanzee.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Well, this guy obviously knows he's
But
doing
you know what?
damn
There's been a lot. You know what?
chimpanzees.
There-
Can you
there's-
imagine? Look at that.
There is some utility to
Boom,
all this.
Oh
boom.
my
Yeah,
god.
There's some utility to all this. So okay,
Oh my
the
God.
average like many serial killers would pick people up and start hurting them in the car, right? That's
Okay.
how. So if you know how to do card-jitsu, if you've
Oh
been
my God.
training all your life,
No.
think-
you got a pretty good chance against some
Okay,
of these
if
guys.
I came to you,
Damn.
since we just met today, right? I came to you and I was like, oh yeah, I go to the gym. Oh yeah, what do you train? I was like, well, I want to make sure to protect myself. Like I do jitsu. You'd be like, what the fuck?
Well, I'd be
ain't-
thinking
I'd be
about.
scared of you. I'm like,
I'd be like,
stay away from her ass.
But if I-
She is on some other shit.
I'd be like, bitch, I dare to put me in the trunk.
But if I were a serial killer, I'd be thinking not trying to pick her up. I'm a
Yeah.
attack her in an open field.
In open fields. That's
She got
fucking
nothing then.
funny.
She got nothing if she's not in the car.
That's why she's putting the groceries in the car. You got to wait outside the store.
You know anybody who's
Before
really
she
good
gets
at
in the
car
Yeah,
jitsu?
you're like, wait. We're about to fight. You stepping me right now? Let me go get my car.
Come
Yeah,
inside
let
my
me bring
car.
the yeah.
Tesla.
He comes rolling up.
I'm just assuming anybody who's good at car jitsu probably doesn't got like stamina. You know what I mean? Like they're probably not walking a lot of places. 'Cause hey, we're watching phone booth fighting. I didn't even see a phone booth.
Oh, I love phone.
There
They
is-
don't got no
There's
cellular
not even
coverage.
a phone
Do
in
they-
there. There's not even a phone in the phone
It
booth.
is the best, man.
You know when you try to like
clinching gone
imitate
really
a sport
wrong.
when you're younger, you think kids like in London they just go to those little red phone booths and they get it in real quick.
This is wild to me. This is literally like
There's no phone booths here.
I'm
No,
watching
there's
Vegas, so we can't
reality
do this.
TV, like the
First
cake
of all,
shows or something. The
We
cake
always,
shows.
we always fucking bitch about the younger generations not recycling things. We just had all these old ass phone booths out there. They
Yeah.
started a whole fighting career out of this.
It's the whole ring now.
I mean,
Yeah, there's no phone booth in or phone book in
See,
there.
but these guys, they think like punching a guy like, oh, is that gonna hurt him?
it's gonna hurt so bad. I don't know.
Oh
Look at
yeah.
I don't know, man. It's hard to get any kind of torque on that.
Well, you
No,
have
that's
no
hurt.
room.
this. Oh man,
That's
he's
hurt.
throwing elbows.
Yeah, they're
That's what I'd
He's
be trying
throwing
to do.
elbows, man.
I'd just be trying to get a hold of that dude and elbow him behind the
Ooh,
ear. See, that's when it worked.
Oh my
When
gosh,
he was
it's so
punching him from above in the
personal.
ribs, that
Look at
wasn't
him.
doing it.
What a
Yeah.
look! He's
Man.
like, don't get me, and he's like dick level too. That's even worse.
Oh my gosh, that
No, the
is-
finishing move in,
There's
in
no
that
flash?
thing.
Oh, I guess there shouldn't be.
It is
Oh, okay. I
uppercuts,
was gonna cut this, but I gotta watch this dude.
uppercuts and elbows behind
Oh.
the ear.
Oh, they're
He's
dirty
just
boxing.
slapping each
Yeah, they
other.
are.
This is not okay. They're trying to.
Wait a minute, what's happening? This is different rules. Oh, these guys.
No,
are,
no, they're trying to
No.
get close into
When
it.
They're
you
not
fight-
clinching.
Oh, look.
Wait, there's a smack. This what?
I don't know what they're doing
What
now.
is
That's-
happening?
They've
They're just
switched off.
smacking
Yeah,
each other now.
this is-
They're gonna.
They're
kiss
mixing all
now.
sports now. They're doing the
Yeah.
slap championship
And
and,
now
the
they're gonna
phone
kiss.
booth
They're
together.
both
They're
coming.
so
All I know is
close.
they're both coming out.
Oh, I don't
fucking
like this.
blown
Yeah,
eardrums
this one's a
and
little
deaf.
weird.
That's even weirder. Like,
This
are
is
they
like a
just-
cat fight.
Yeah,
This is pretty sexual as well. I'm just saying, there's some
This was weird.
odd
They
sexuality to
FaceTime
this.
after that. They definitely
they-
they kept in touch. They traded numbers inside that phone booth.
He's
This
like,
was
stay right here in this phone booth. I'm gonna FaceTime you from out there.
They traded
Funny.
numbers.
I'm a FaceTime
right.
for you
I don't know
after.
about
So if
that
we
one.
could come up with the new federation of fighting,
Well, now
like,
No, look
what
at
are we?
like the ass
What
slap.
are we really coming
okay,
up with?
because I gotta say, like, if you put these high fucking expensive people in a room that make this shit, and they're like, cars. That fucking sounds so smart. Like that means that I could come up with the dumbest shit. I've
Yeah.
always said I'm not smart enough to be rich, and I'm not dumb enough to be rich. Right? Like you gotta come up.
No, look, you're right.
I'm
Yeah,
like
you're
right in the
right,
middle.
right.
Crazy.
I'm saying this: ass slaps are cool, but ass kicks are better. Damn. I would like an ass kick federation where you just kick the living crap out of somebody's ass. That's it. Yeah. You have knockout bonuses. Somebody can't walk anymore because you hit them in the ass. You kicked them in the ass so bad. Like you literally kicked their ass.
Damn.
I was,
Wow.
I'm gonna submit mine.
That would
Closet wrestling with the lights off.
Closet wrestling with the
good.
lights off.
No
That's
lights.
good. I'm gonna
No
I'm gonna do the shower.
Ooh.
Shower
Funny
on or shower off?
Shower on.
I would
shower
do-
I
on.
was gonna say shower, but
I'm sure you
I have
are.
to do
She took yours.
Yeah.
That's so messed up.
like supermarket sweeps. You know, this is like
Oh my
a
god.
supermarket with a Karen and a cashier. You come with your argument, and the cashier first you guys verbally argue,
What?
and you go, you know what? Fuck that.
Okay, he's doing a whole
Here we
novella.
He went straight novella. That could be a sitcom you could pick up tomorrow.
WrestleMania for
Well,
that
what
ass.
about cart wrestling? Like if you just got the carts in there and you just fought in them, like battleships, but in carts.
like grocery carts?
You're in a grocery cart. Another person's in a grocery cart, so you scrap
Wow.
In the cart?
in the cart.
Like
You're from
standing
cart to
up?
cart.
Okay, like imagine American Gladiators, right? You're on those little pedal
You're in
stools
the cart,
with that.
though. Okay, so
Yeah.
you might fall out the cart.
Well, I mean, the whole thing is like I think it's gonna grow. So if you're in the cart, you can get produce too. So you could throw watermelon at the bitch, and if she gets out of the cart, that's money.
Watermelon. So your cart can be full of stuff.
I mean, you don't want to say
You
full.
you could get someone to do like a 3-minute. You know how you used to shop and you get whatever you want for like the. You have to make
Yeah,
sure you make it.
supermarket sweep.
Yeah, there it is. You know, but you got to like collect everything, and you can collect things to throw at them or beat them up with in the cart, right?
Throwing apples.
What about
think-
what about opposite boxing? Where boxing you're not allowed to use your feet and your legs. How about you're not allowed to use your hands and your arms?
It's
You
just all legs.
That's it.
Oh,
Yeah.
that'd be so strange.
opposite
I don't want to
boxing.
be. I don't want to get canceled or not, but I thought that was what the Special Olympics boxing. Do they have that?
That's not very nice, Jamal. It's not very nice at all.
I
Don't.
see your eyes go.
No, the thing is that anything goes
I
in
thought they had. Whoa! I thought they had boxing.
Special Olympics.
In the Special Olympics?
Doesn't
don't know.
seem nice to
I don't
me.
know.
Special Olympics or like a
What are you talking
person in
about?
the head.
I'd like,
I
pull it
think
up.
Special
Pull it
Olymp-
up.
Yeah, pull it up.
Hold on, before we
I'd
go.
love to see it.
All right, before
No,
I'd love to see
we are
it.
not watching. I need more
I
Palenka.
want to I want to yell World Star.
All right, I'm gonna look up if there's boxing in the Special Olympics. Okay, as we transition,
Actually, I do want to ask though. I want to make a comment here. I think people like in the 1500s would be very disappointed in us today,
Why?
talking about ass slapping and knuckle.
Because they were
and
just doing it regular. They were just doing
that's
it
what I'm
on the
saying.
normal.
Yeah, they
That's
had
what I'm
bare knuckle
saying.
boxing back then.
They were
Yeah.
just like, this was like their normal day.
Back
and
then,
they
you just walk
chilled.
up and smack a bitch.
Yeah. Right.
okay, so you guys are being mean.
Be like, I really like you.
Yo, first of all,
This is called courting.
there's boxing
Right.
in the Special Olympics, and here's some of your footage to prove it. I actually don't know if this is true, but it's the first thing, and the internet doesn't lie.
Let's see. Playing football.
It says Special Olympics fight. That dude's doing squats, but that's not a lot of weight. I don't want to pull up the
Well,
thing.
there's so many things
this
to
is
like
just more like
consider
a
disabled,
commercial.
right?
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
a commercial.
Yeah, this is totally a
Okay,
commercial.
maybe, but it says fight. I don't know what she wants.
Okay, Jamal has a lot
You
of
gotta
hope
put
here. That's
boxing.
why.
You gotta put the word.
Yeah, did he not do
10
that?
hearings.
Well, it's kind of like how Trump said, "Fight like hell." It's the same kind of thing. Just fight. They don't really mean fight.
Yeah,
They don't really mean fight, Jamal.
They're saying go fight women.
Yeah, you
type
can't
thing.
blame them.
It's a chant.
Well,
can't-
I put a question mark as boxing in Special Olympics.
You can't put that in YouTube, right?
No,
Does question marks even work?
No, just talk
On YouTube, I think question marks actually hacked the whole system. Question marks, dollar signs, hashtags.
Oh, wait a minute. It says boxing has been
I
contested.
know.
Don't
And
tell me
I'm
shit.
too much of a programmer. I'm always thinking about that shit. SQL injection.
Oh, man. See, hold on.
I don't think.
Okay, so I don't think you're able to do boxing, so I take that back.
Okay, good.
What are you talking about? I think people could do that.
They have
Anyway,
superhuman
I-
strength sometimes. They might
That's what I'm
really-
saying. That's not, you know.
I don't know if that's the sport they
So
do.
as we transition from
yeah,
that
let's
topic,
transition.
yes.
Okay, we're voting for
we-
the
we-
best
yeah, we-
idea. However,
we want to stay on.
we're voting for
Yeah,
the
we're
best
like in the-
idea.
Yeah.
Who had the best idea? You can't vote for your own idea, also.
Wait, why?
He's not wrong.
I do want
You
to see.
said ass kicking.
I like
Literally.
ass kicking.
You were
I had
all
closet
about the
wrestling.
Closet wrestling.
Yeah.
What did you have in the grocery store?
Karens and cashiers.
the novela. Okay.
Karens versus cashiers. Yeah.
Okay, that was a really good one.
Okay, do we have multiple?
like
So
that.
I'm gonna vote for the sitcom Karens and Cashiers.
Yeah, same. I like
That's,
that.
I like, yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
there you go.
Everybody
Everybody
loves a
wants-
good
There we go.
backstory.
Everybody loves a good
First
Karen
topic
fight.
goes.
We're sponsored by Target for this one. We're gonna
Guys,
Watch they start doing it.
y'all, that'd be the great sponsor. All right, as we transition, I want to hit our second topic now. Did you guys hear what happened in Detroit?
What happened in Detroit?
God bless you.
Begin
I'm glad you
tonight
said
with
that.
new details about a
gonna watch
shootout on
it.
Detroit's west side involving multiple people,
hear it.
including two 14-year-olds.
And police say it all started
Yeah,
because
yeah.
a pizza was delivered to the wrong house. Fox 2's Jessica Dubnak joins us live with the rest of the story. We understand a person is in custody, Jessica.
That's right, one person in custody as of this evening. Now, we have reported some ridiculous, bizarre reasons, motives for shooting. This one absolutely tops the list. We're talking about a pizza delivered to the wrong address. Someone got so mad about this
This is not
mistaken delivery,
sure
they
real.
reached for a gun and started firing into a group of people.
It was intense. It was intense.
Quincy Smith and his crew is Ceasefire Detroit on scene of a quadruple shooting on Detroit's west side Thursday
even
night.
police.
Two
They were just on the scene.
14-year-old boys are the victims.
We had parents showing up
RoboCop
in tears, not knowing, if their child was safe.
Sources tell us preliminarily it all started when a group at one of the homes in the 13,500 block of Penrod near Schoolcraft ordered a pizza.
thought it was
It
apartments.
accidentally went to the neighbor's house. They apparently ate it. And when the folks that ordered it confronted them about it, yelling turned to gunfire between both groups, as many as 30 rounds fired. All victims are stable in the hospital as of Friday afternoon. Two 14-year-old boys, one shot in the stomach, the other in his face. The other two
Other in the
victims, a
face?
31-year-old man shot 3 times and another 32-year-old man.
The community needs to understand this isn't normal, right? We shouldn't get used to hearing a 14-year-old is dead, a 14-year-old got killed, a 13-year-old got shot.
10 people were detained, several teens among them. All were released except one adult male suspect. Police say it's possible one of the victims was also a shooter. Ceasefire with an urging to stop using guns to resolve conflict.
Wait a minute.
I think
Okay, so
In
I'm sorry.
Detroit.
I missed that a little bit.
I'm
So
just saying, one time I ordered dessert.
They don't die,
I ordered
yeah.
dessert one
No.
time, and it went to a table next to me. And I was thinking, I wonder if that's my dessert. But how could I know, right? They could have ordered the same dessert,
Right.
But by the end of the thing, my dessert never came, and I knew that they ate my damn dessert. And they couldn't have ordered that dessert. I ordered it. They just ate it. And I wanted to shoot the shit out of them. I'll tell you the truth.
That's literally how Caesar got killed. That's literally how Caesar got killed.
So-
Would have stabbed him over dessert.
So I'm
Little
sorry.
Caesar.
Summarize that really quick for you. So he came to the door.
Okay,
the-
so from my, I don't want to read it because
No, yeah, go ahead.
Palinka. From what I learned, and here's the real thing. Before we go on to, I just want you to think like, who delivered the pizza? Like, what kind of pizza is it? Because what happened was
Dude, if it was Pizza
participant
Hut,
A
if it was Domino's and you shot somebody over a
over
Domino's
Domino's.
Okay.
How hungry were you?
It's not
They come to
delivered.
the door.
Participant. So neighbor A orders a pizza.
Uh-huh.
The pizza's delivered to neighbor B, who are two 14-year-old kids. Neighbor A calls the pizza place and says, "Where my pizza at?" Clearly upset. They said, "We delivered that shit." He said, "No, no, no.
You didn't.
you delivered it to my neighbor. He went over to the neighbor's house. These 14-year-olds was like, what's up, chum? We were hungry too. My mom was out at work. But they apparently got about it. An altercation ensued. And they
over the pizza.
Well, they told him we ate it.
We ate that shit. Go
But it
kick
didn't
rocks.
They
tell
ate
us.
the pizza.
I'm assuming
It didn't tell us the important parts.
he paid
which
for
is
well.
What was on the pizza?
Oh my
What
God.
kind of pizza?
Right? How big was the pizza? How many, was there more than one pizza?
Oh my God.
And where did the pizza come from?
So basically
Where was it ordered
30 shots, and everyone got. I don't think anyone died from what I heard.
Got
Because
it.
30 shots got
So now-
everybody got a slice.
So now
Everybody got a bullet.
So now the real question is it called the beef or the pizza? Because used to be like, you got beef, and now they're like, yo, you got pizza, fam?
It was like a Hawaiian pizza.
When I
What
heard
was
about
on it?
this, I said it's not delivery, it's the Negroes. It's in Detroit, and I said I already know. Them boys ain't playing about.
Detroit.
They don't fuck with
They
that
ain't
kind of
playing about
pizza.
nothing in Detroit. You
They
can
don't
go
play.
shop for
That's
anything.
wild though.
But I didn't even know Detroit had good pizza.
Oh, they go.
You never had Detroit style pizza?
Yeah, Detroit
Man, I am from the East Coast. I'm from
Bro.
Connecticut, where we
Super
have
good.
famous pizza. I lived in New York, where we had famous pizza.
I
Detroit
heard
pizza.
about the Connecticut people, but no, Detroit
What's
style
a
pizza.
famous
It's like
pizza?
a mixture of a little deep dish with a little pan. Like if you
Little regret.
I'm just saying. We
No,
need to
no.
know.
A little something of Detroit.
Was it a Detroit
Sure, some
style
fucking
pizza?
gunpowder.
Like,
if
there's
it
something in
was,
the
I
water.
understand why it got shot up.
Because if it was like
That shit's
Papa
good.
John's or some shit, that is all wrong.
These
I would
poor
never shoot someone
kids.
over
No
that.
one went to jail.
Damn.
Oh, they all got shot.
I imagine.
Everyone involved got
Yeah,
shot. The
but they
victim
had to go
got
jail.
shot.
No,
Everyone
Yeah, I
got
imagine
shot.
they would.
I might
Yeah.
shoot someone over a New
That was
Haven
2
pizza.
days ago.
I heard
That's
about
so
this New
wild.
Haven pizza. I haven't had it
I
yet.
might shoot someone over it.
Is it Tavern style? Is that?
So I have a question about your thing here. You didn't ask the guy next to you, like, "Yo, did you order that?"
I was
like,
actually.
You went to
I'll
the
tell
dessert.
you when it happened.
Yeah, why
I
did
was
you speak up
actually
for
when it
yourself?
happened. I was actually by myself. I was in China,
oh,
Oh, okay.
and I was watching a table full of Chinese people eat my food, and I didn't know what to do. It was a foreign experience to me, man. I was
Okay,
a foreigner
yeah.
there.
They did that
I'm
shit on
watching this all
purpose.
happen,
Yeah, we taking
and they were enjoying the hell out of it, and I'm going. I just don't think mine's not coming. You know, like where's mine at? And I didn't really know how to throw a fit in Beijing about this, but
yeah, that makes sense.
if I'd
Okay.
been here, I
Yeah.
probably would have had a gun. And it would have been
Oh,
over.
stop.
If I saw, I'm not
What
gonna
was
lie
the
to
dessert?
you.
What was it? I need to know.
What
like,
was
like
the
the pizza.
dessert? Yeah.
Was it a
I'm gonna
pizza?
tell
No,
you
I'm saying-
something. It was some Chinese words I cannot pronounce. I don't remember. I went
Oh, you
to
going
this
out on a
restaurant.
limb with the
shit
I was
dessert.
by myself in
Okay.
Beijing, right? No one at this restaurant spoke English. I was pointing
You were
at the
pointing
menu.
at things.
I filled up the
Yeah.
whole table because it was supposed to be one of the best restaurants in
I
Beijing,
like
and it
menus
was
like that.
amazing.
Mm-hmm.
It was incredible. I had Peking duck. It was fantastic,
Mm.
and I mean it was unbelievable. So I had all this stuff. I wasn't eating. Like the Chinese people next to me were watching me eat all this stuff, and they were like wondering what was wrong with me. You know, the waitresses are laughing at me and stuff because I just had. I wanted to
said
know.
he has too much.
I
Don't
wanted to
bring him
know, man.
dessert.
Yeah, and they
Too much.
they just ate my food.
Yeah, you ate all their food, and you were like, you probably started ordering shit. And you were pointing like,
I ate all the food in
this
China.
white colony bastard came and tried to eat all of our
This
food.
colonizer came out of
Yeah.
it.
I
Give me
wonder
some of
why you were
his. Let
getting
me
this
get a
hate.
little bit of his.
That's
But that's where it happened. Yeah. So I didn't know what to do. I mean,
You
it
got
was-
upset though. So I imagine how.
I'm still upset.
So obviously, Joe's picking.
Hey.
Joe chooses violence when it comes to desserts.
I understand where Joe's coming from. Them kids, they probably were waiting on that pizza. That's probably all they were waiting on.
Well, like I
Yeah.
said,
It wasn't their pizza.
Stomach- No,
No,
the first
the
order.
30-year-olds are the ones who ordered the pizza.
Oh, the older.
14-year-olds ate the
Oh,
pizza
okay.
and said kick rocks. And first
Yes,
of all,
I get it.
I've been to a high school and middle school. They're hella disrespectful.
Yeah.
Oh, I
So
know, they're
get,
terrible.
They can get that
Yeah.
action.
yeah, I would whoop
Yeah.
their ass, but like
Like-
I would whoop their ass. I wouldn't shoot them.
Oh, it's Detroit. They probably
Yeah,
had
I was gonna
guns
say
too.
I'm not
Yeah.
from
they
Detroit.
might have
Kids
pulled the
had-
guns first. We don't know.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like
There's
that's
a
what,
lot of information missing from this.
From the
if you're
story.
their neighbor and they play Call, and if if I have two 14-year-old boys, because girls ain't doing that shit, right? But if I have two 14-year-old boys across and I know they play a lot of Call of Duty, I'm gonna think twice, especially these day and age. They got Euphoria and all these like very violent ass video games. You should already know.
Well, they've been training all
They
their
just need
lives to
some
kill the hell out of
good
you.
ass whooping. That's all they need.
That's what the pizza dude tried to do, and he got shot for it.
It is very hard to whoop someone's ass while you're getting shot. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's kind of tough.
Fine, fair
It's
enough.
very, as long as I don't have a knife, you can fare pretty well. But everything else, it's off limits.
That's so wild to me.
So I
Ain't
mean,
that some shit?
Damn.
Seriously.
that's
ain't that
Justice
some
Tuesday.
shit?
Have any of you ever eaten something that was delivered to you? I know he got
Of
something
course,
eaten from
yeah.
him, but yeah,
I've had
see,
stuff.
it
I've had
happens.
stuff sent to me, and then been like, "I'm gonna eat this." Is that okay?
Yo, I know a guy who accidentally got an entire box full of weed delivered to his house.
Oh.
And so he put it like in his room and waited for like a month or two, and nobody came for it.
Oh.
So then he just started smoking it. He smoked
Yeah.
it for a
That's
long
so nice of
long
him.
time.
That is a really nice person.
No, he was scared.
Yeah,
He was
Right.
like-
Yeah, you don't want to.
it was a bit. It was
Eat
a
it.
box full of weed. I mean, it was big.
Taking Palenka.
Yeah.
All right, let's take another.
Oh,
We're doing another.
Let's do another one.
Hey, oh, see, I'm telling you, guys are warming up to Palenka. Get you.
Oh, it was good. It was very tasty.
Okay, everyone, pass it to me.
He can hold his composure.
So yeah, that's my big thing. So I think if I had to,
God, it's like do or die out here for pizza. That's crazy.
Ladies first.
but that's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
thank you.
Okay, so we know he's shooting over like
They pass it to
cheesecake.
Yeah.
Dude, in New Haven, you have to wait in line.
He said
like,
ladies
all the
first.
way down the street for a pizza. Like
Really?
New Haven
what?
pizza, you stand in line, dude. You will be waiting for like 2 hours.
I consider myself a pizza connoisseur. I haven't had that New Haven pizza yet.
Oh.
It's
Been
gonna
to New
change.
York?
It's life
You got
changing.
some New York?
I
Okay,
used to live in New
so-
York.
Mr.
Okay.
Pizza Guy, what about here in Las Vegas? Where do you recommend us go?
My favorite is Cugino's.
Cugino.
Right across the street from UNLV.
Okay.
Now you
What?
might have to like
Well, that's
shake a
dodgy.
crackhead to get to the front door. You might have to like.
Hey.
So you
get
know
out
what's
of the way.
good.
Yeah, but I'll do that for
That's
some
good.
pizza. I'll shake down whoever for some pizza.
You know who?
Don't be in the front, but yeah, I like that. I
Will you
like.
text that to me later so I remember?
Yeah.
We were looking for a good pizza spot.
Oh my
and
God,
People were
see-
like Domino's. I'm
No.
like,
What the
what?
fuck?
See, yo,
Rebellion pizza's good.
Yeah.
Ooh, see,
That's
I
what I
fucks
like.
with Setabellos and
Oh, I
shout
love
out to
Setabellos.
Setabellos
Yeah.
and shout out to Senoras.
I haven't had Senor.
It's the most expensive dumbass. They give you a little ass pizza for $20, but I've been to Italy multiple times. The shit was fire.
Yeah.
Setabellos is probably my second favorite, and I
like
haven't had
Setabellos.
Rebel, but I mean
Rebellion is good.
that's Rebellion. And what was the other one you said? Was that the one across?
Cugino's.
Cugino's is
That's the
across from
one.
UNLV.
Cugino's.
Guys, we're giving up local secrets here.
Yeah.
so.
Sorry.
I like to
shouldn't
go
have.
when I go into a pizza spot. I want my chef to be a big hefty.
I don't.
Italian man.
Can I
And they
tell
have
you?
that at Cugino's.
I want like a little old lady.
Yeah, oh that too. I could take
If,
that.
hopefully,
He's like a little
if this
lady,
goes good,
aw.
everyone shout out to Deck. You gotta throw because he's one of the funniest people I follow. First of all,
Yeah,
I love your
appreciate
your movie stuff and everything else. That's one of my
Movie
favorites.
stuff.
So for the Oscars, he's my guy. Like we
Yeah,
call
I watch
so,
all Oscar movies.
So we watch all the Oscar movies.
Cheers.
All we gotta do is
Yeah,
together.
why aren't you cheering us? Home slice.
He's just telling us,
Cheers.
you know, hell with you
Yeah.
guys.
So
I'm
if
not
you
waiting
guys ever want to see one of
Let's get it
my
started.
favorite people is Declan, who I like.
Oh, that's your name.
Follow me
Declan.
at This Is Deck.
Yeah, Decky Deck.
I got
This
to
is
shorten that because people mess it up all the time.
Declan's a hard black
McLean.
name. Nobody calls me my name. It's
Yeah.
No.
Wait.
Oh, this is a
They call
Irish
Jamel.
name.
So you got Ely.
yeah,
Can,
easy
I,
reason.
can I say that on the internet?
Yeah.
Your last name?
I mean, yeah.
Boop, you got
That's
to believe
okay,
that.
right?
And my OnlyFans page is.
Declan. So there's
Yeah.
a lot of Irish stuff going on to the right.
Yeah.
You know what? Who was telling me? Were you telling me about White Declan? Somebody was telling me there was a White Declan.
I met a white Declan. And I was like, yo, my name's Declan. And he was just like, oh, okay.
Well, Elvis,
Don't you hate that when you're excited about
He-
something
yeah.
and the other person's like,
Ebony.
I was like, I've never met another
Ivory.
Declan before. And he just was like,
but wait.
all right.
Elvis Costello. You ever hear of the singer Elvis Costello?
Yes.
Declan McManus. That's
that was his
name.
original name,
Declan
right?
McManus.
Oh.
Yeah.
I just
that
know.
really wasn't your Declan, that guy.
No,
That lame ass.
No, yeah, he was.
No, he wasn't really your Declan. You feel
I
me?
only think of Declan King from Diablo. Shout out to my Nerve fam. Declan Kane, Diablo.
I don't know. There was a Declan
Maybe it
on
was Deckard Kane. Maybe I'm messing it.
Mission Impossible 3, I think one of the agents. He was
Yeah,
around for like 1 or 2.
that's a badass name. We went to high school together, so I love him to death. He was.
We were tearing a history class up.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
nice.
not surprised how we didn't get kicked out.
I can't believe it.
We should've got
That was.
kicked out of history.
That was.
can
We were doing this in
only
history class. We had a
imagine.
podcast in the back of the class. Before
Only
podcasts
if you guys
exist.
started back then. You feel me?
Oh God, we
Oh,
missed
God,
out on the
we
millions. We
yeah.
had so many
Yeah.
missed opportunities.
We should have done it from class.
God, if
That
you
would have been
remember-
dope.
Can you imagine
We
if
need
we
kids
had
out
like,
there.
How
Start
is-
your podcast in the classroom. Oh my God, it'd be crazy.
I say we finish this bottle and just go back there and just start right now.
We're rolling back in high school.
Oh, jeez.
I'm getting right on the football team.
All right. So we transition in topics. Look, we're all, living in this world together.
Nuh-uh.
Inflation. It's killing
said it
everybody.
Oh, we really gotta talk about
Inflation is killing. Hey, what's the worst thing that's inflation hitting you with? Like at all these things, like what makes you most mad?
Five Guys.
That's true.
Honestly-
DoorDash in this bitch?
Yo, seriously. For real though, my mom said that she just went in and out, and you used to be able to eat 2 people there for like $20. It was like $40 with her.
No.
Yeah, some shit like that. It was like
That
20
can't
per.
be.
Like, yeah, I'm telling you.
I went there not that long ago. It's the same. It was.
It's not.
No
It's
way.
not.
No
It's up by $1.
way.
I just had to buy lunches for one of my peoples, and in November when I did the first luncheon, it was $78. This last luncheon, $110.
Same thing?
Same
About the
exact
same.
thing. 25 burgers, 5 no cheese. Holler out to my
In-N-Out?
lactose
Guys are going
people.
to the wrong
7
In-N-Outs, man.
fries.
You're going to that one off the freeway, the one with the big
Yeah,
sign.
they charge you extra.
That's
The big
because they have to,
sign.
they have to pay for
Airport
all the
prices.
They have to pay the
Are they?
the
Wait,
electricity
no, I'm
bill.
joking.
That,
that
one
real?
is
No, I
busy
don't know. I don't
24
know.
fucking
Because
7.
that is where I got it from. Was off the one on
24/7 is
Trap.
actually real.
I'm joking. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh.
Go there and sit outside in
think
the
they're
middle
all
of the
the
night, just watch people rolling
So
there
fast-
constantly.
I
Yeah.
have.
So fast food is your guys's?
No, not mine.
Mine.
That's yours? Fast food's yours?
All
trying
food
to-
prices. Eggs are going up.
Yeah, I was about
Eggs
to say
went back down.
groceries.
It went back down?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like all groceries, like cereal $7. I was just
everything's on up and
$7 for that dinky. Yo, I was buying chips the other day for our little vibe at the house, and because I don't buy chips anymore. I don't buy like junk like that. And first of all, them. Sorry. Very passionate about this. Them bitch ass people who make the fucking chips that only they let you see through it, but it's only like this much out of the bag. It's like this.
They decorate the top. You can see
Okay.
that.
Yeah,
They love it,
so
and
you
they
can't
decorate
tell.
the top. and
Oh,
it's like
I'm
half the
so
food.
I'll fall on that sword for you.
Yeah.
I see that.
And it's like $3.50, $4 for a quarter of a fucking bag of chips, and you already know the other half is like nothing but just. Whoa, that makes me so mad.
Just opening. Yeah, just
You
air an
feel me?
opportunity.
I stopped
between
eating
the top and the
Doritos for that reason. Exactly.
The way I feel about inflation is actually I'm mad at everybody. I think that, a lot of these things like eggs in particular, let's just take them. I mean, why are the eggs back down? Dude, it's just, they just go, hey, we have high expenses. Let's just push the price
Yeah.
up, see how long we can do this for it so people stop buying it, And
And
as
then
soon as
bring
they
it
push
down.
up the price, people run after it and try to buy more of it at the
Right.
time
Yeah.
because
Right.
they're weird
They wanna get
psychology
it
shit.
at that price.
They
Well,
get
the
it.
thing is-
They make a ton of profit really fast.
Yeah.
And they move out and they
The
blame it on
surge.
inflation. I just think that it's a lot of games going on.
They
Right.
make
Well, it's a lot of trial and error, right? And then they're like that trial and error. Like not always is it like, oh, we're out to get you guys, but like it is that trial and error. But then they get profit off that trial
But
and error.
then-
So they're like,
yeah.
oh, we still win. It's a win-win for us.
No, yeah,
No,
they're
always
they're
gonna get
just
profit.
testing the market.
Yeah,
they're
they-
going up to the highest market price they
Yeah,
can
and
reach.
seeing how far they can go. Yeah, yeah.
Well,
And then
I mean,
the other part about hating everybody
ooh,
is that the reason this keeps happening is because people keep going and spending all their damn money. Like they're just gladly spending money all the time, complaining about the prices, and still buying the shit.
They'll
Yeah.
still buy it.
Just don't buy it, and the price goes back down. That's how it works.
People have the power.
Yeah, but
See?
we
I don't.
And
See, that we
so I
don't
blame
have
everybody.
knowledge of it.
I blame everybody, and I hate everybody,
I hate y'all for it.
except for you guys. That's it.
Yeah.
Because we're drinking buddies.
So we're
Like
bringing
buddies.
people together here. That's why it's between friends.
Yeah.
I mean, but that's where we're at. We're at a thing where they created inflation, right?
Yeah.
Like if you talk about you're getting increase on eggs and everything else because of just how they distribute it,
You know,
right?
they're just seeing how we're spending money, and they're like, "Well, I want some of it too, so let's raise the price of eggs by
Well,
double."
look,
Yeah, because the farm people didn't get the same. Their prices were still the same when they got to like the third party, the outside party is what made the inflation happen. So like, cause I saw a ton of TikToks and like Instagram reels. They're like, I'm a farmer. I have eggs. I have
yeah,
milk.
and then-
I
okay.
have shit. But we,
I don't know if I
it's-
trust them.
the
'cause
TikTokers.
You don't trust the
First-
TikTokers?
Yeah, I'm like
Bro.
a TikTok farmer. No, I don't trust.
Over the
Dancing in the
government,
field. He's in the field with the chickens.
over the
dancing.
government, I literally will
I
trust
wanna
a
hit
fucking
that
insect.
old-
They're like,
old time
I have
road,
eggs.
I wanna-
Now watch me dance.
Yeah, right.
I don't like.
I can't.
You
You
better
were
be
just
juggling
talking
them.
about that you wanted to be a TikTok dancer.
Well, you know what I mean, like a background dancer. Maybe. A background
Oh,
dancer.
you got kids though. Your kids ain't doing TikTok.
Hell, I try to turn off all the internet as possible.
Oh, you
from my
blocking them already?
You don't like to
you.
send everything about your kids to China?
No, I got American problems. You think I want more Chinese problems?
Man,
You don't think I can monitor that?
I
You
like
can't-
TikTok though.
They're like, yo, China, how can you
It's not all
influence my
dances.
kids'
You
brain?
know, when old people go TikTok, there's all dances, but there's so much
No, there
stuff on
is,
TikTok.
there is.
You just
It's-
called me.
I
Millions of
deleted.
worlds.
I ended up getting 14,000 views on one video,
What?
and
Okay.
yeah, and then I got like 100 comments, and like it was just nothing but just people talking so much shit about me, and I was just like, I ain't made for this, man, and I
No.
deleted it, and I
You can
haven't
take
looked
it.
back.
They taught you
I
about the
haven't looked
internet.
back.
They taught you about the internet.
For real, one of them,
Yeah.
like, well, not one of them, but quite a few of them were really talking about, well, because I did like a real estate like bit, you feel me? And it was just like only 2 minutes, and
you
people
put
were
the-
like, "This bitch don't know what she's talking about." Look, she's like 12. She looks like she's 12 years old. What the fuck is she talking about? Yo, I was like, I can't handle this. Like, I feel like I can handle a lot. I handle a lot of criticism, but from people I don't know, I can't handle that.
Really?
Yeah. I just be like,
Internet
bro.
is
I'm very critical and judgmental, hence why she was like, "Oh, he made me cry."
You have to always figure that 50% of the internet is going to hate you and make fun of you.
Yeah,
Right,
that's
right.
true.
You
Yeah.
have to
Oh, it's
always
a
account
I guess
for
like
it.
I haven't
Yeah.
gone to that fold, right? But like, fuck, dude, that's crazy. Like just watching yourself, and then people like it. I can see why a lot of. So I had a girlfriend when I lived in West Virginia. I moved into Pittsburgh, and she was a Viner. So like she started when
wow,
Vine
when
was
Vine
a
was
thing,
popping, yeah, okay.
and she ended up moving out to LA and becoming this
Wow.
fucking star. And
So she
she's
was
still like,
rolling it.
yeah, and she still does shit. Like but she definitely has like lost it. She's gone cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Really?
Oh, for sure. Like,
What was like her Vine thing? What was she doing?
I mean, just a lot of random shit. She was very funny, and so she was
Okay.
just very elaborate.
She was doing
expressive.
shit very quickly.
Right, right. 6
That-
seconds. Was it 6
yeah.
seconds?
I think it was.
Well,
it was
Vine
something
was
like
only
that.
6 seconds,
yeah.
so like, yeah,
Would she
it
just
was-
be around the house like
for real,
moving? Yeah,
like
just
nothing. Like I worked with her, and people, and she didn't tell me about her like little thing, right? So I didn't know. So people, I swear, people were like stopping us, and she's like, "Can we take pictures?" And she
my
kept it
gosh.
under wraps for a while. This is literally back in 2015, maybe 14. You know, so like.
Yeah, Vine was popping there.
And I was just like, I wonder what she's fucking doing right now. And she happened to show up in my fucking TikTok like feature, which was really strange because she's still in my phone. So that was really weird. And that poor girl has gone cuckoo for fucking
nuts.
Cocoa Puffs.
Damn, what is she talking about now?
Yeah, I want
I
to
mean,
know. I
she's
wanna
just
know.
like
now we're
really.
invested.
Now she has more than 6 seconds.
Aw.
So she's
Yeah.
I don't know if I would call her out, but like she just like she just really just kind of lost it, and like
Okay.
people, there was just a lot of people commenting like, "We're worried about you. You know, you're doing this.
okay.
This is really weird. Like you're doing these videos on this. This is so strange of you." And it was just a lot of like chaos.
she's in the Pizzagate then.
She's in Pizzagate. She's for sure in Pizzagate.
Them dudes from Detroit is in
fucking
Pizzagate.
girl.
Yo,
I think that was Pizzagate too.
but that's what I'm saying. Like OnlyFans these days, right? I have a client who's an OnlyFans model. She makes
What?
800,000.
She bought the house in
year?
cash.
She,
year?
I mean, shout out to my girl Jackie. I love you.
Yo.
Like,
Hey.
Yeah, I met a chick who made like $1 million a year.
yeah.
you know.
So
Yeah.
I
she's-
hear that stuff.
she's,
I'm like, man, I
uh,
should start one.
I also met a lot of chicks
Hey,
who
but
made
it's
about
super-
$50, but their
it's-
pictures are everywhere.
She's super flat though. You know what I mean? Like, I think about she gets so much hate. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
ooh,
I've heard
I'm
like the
sure.
top earners on OnlyFans are just like regular people. They're not like sex
so
workers.
regular. Like you.
Like,
well, no, she's.
There's a chef. There's a gymnast. Like somebody who's
Yeah.
teaching like some fitness class. They're, like,
Shout
the
out to
top earners.
Symposium. Hey, Symposium's a great platform. We're in Symposium
Symposium.
I
Studio.
love you.
So everyone, that's what
Hey.
Symposium does. You put little things in there, but yo, what's up? Holler.
Symposium.
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 Brr, 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 brr.
Yeah.
a little bit of sprinkle.
But yeah, it's
I love you guys so
it's hard.
much.
Like think about like content wise, she had like a year and a half where she told me it was straight depression, and she went off on there
Really?
and in that, but that was her source of income. And then she went up a tipping point where she was going to seminars. Like you go to conventions,
There's a
OnlyFans convention.
okay.
Oh my god, like
Already?
AVN.
I need to go.
Oh yeah, for years, like
gotta get my
Cam
OnlyFans
Soda,
poppin'.
all these other
I don't.
things.
You got to get your
What?
OnlyFans.
Yeah, what would everybody
What
do?
are you doing on
Get
OnlyFans these days?
What I would do with OnlyFans?
Yeah, what would you do?
Man, naked juggling if I could. If I had a six pack, I'd have OnlyFans right now. I said, baby,
That can come in like 90
it's
days.
almost, but
90
then I'm so
days.
lazy. You know what I mean? Like it's easy,
Yeah.
but it's like but you have to dedicate yourself to that. Like
Yeah.
any of those chicks, especially the hate, the everything else, you got to have a different kind of mindset. But you can,
Yeah.
I mean, that's I love about it because we're in such a digital realm where you can touch people and you
Yeah.
can have a
I think
sexual
people
encounter.
go to the internet to
Book
let
account?
their anger out, so they'll be nasty.
But I
on the
don't.
internet.
I think
It's an
That-
outlet.
yes, that
It's an
too,
outlet. They
but,
wouldn't say
like,
it to somebody's face, so they
They
do
wouldn't.
it there.
They wouldn't. They feel safe there.
Yeah.
Like this is a safe space for them to talk all the shit.
To go crazy. Yeah.
But
But
here's
like
what-
it grows backbones, right? Like this woman, like who went out of her way and she's like, "Fuck everybody! I'm gonna do as I need. I'm gonna go get paid." Right?
Yeah.
And now she's like created herself to actually be something.
Your brand.
right?
I
Like
mean,
to be
at a
branded,
house.
right?
Who's it? Dita Von Dees? Remember? Who was
not sure
Marilyn
who that
Manson?
is.
Dita Von.
What?
I have so many
What?
opinions about this.
Ooh,
that no
Okay,
one
Joe.
wants to
Joe.
hear.
Yeah.
Oh well, now we
Wait,
hear.
hold on. I want to hear everybody's
We have-
OnlyFans.
we-
Jay, let me hear your OnlyFans.
I got
wanna
opinions
hear-
too, so
what
let's
if
do.
We got
would
Palinka
you do?
involved.
What do I do on OnlyFans?
Yeah, well, if you had a page.
Wait a minute, and your opinions.
Oh, I know what I would do if I had OnlyFans.
You go.
You
first.
didn't have an
Yeah.
OnlyFans?
I can't even imagine having.
Hey, when I
OnlyFans.
used to get really, so obviously I have a background in hospitality. When chicks I really like, when I used to work at nightclubs or bars and I used to really not like these chicks, I'd be like, yo, and they'd complain to me and I'd be like, hey, is there like a cam show or something I could tip you on or send donations? That was always my favorite. Like,
Oh, damn.
yeah, that's
Oh, yeah.
for
That's
future.
foul.
And
Well,
he's like, "How did I make you cry?"
what do you mean?
I mean, it wasn't directed like that, but
yeah,
All right, so I mean,
Okay, go.
everybody's talking about OnlyFans right now, and they're saying, "Oh, you know how smart is this girl? She's been making $800,000 a year. She went and got hers, right?"
Hey,
But
Right.
dude, how long has OnlyFans been big? Since 2020.
yeah, it's
yeah,
been very
2 3.
Right,
It's a
so-
fad.
So have we seen any effects of OnlyFans yet? Have we seen anybody actually what their lives can be like in 10 years, 15
Oh,
years?
man.
Has that happened yet?
So also
gonna
too,
happen.
you make a really good point because like, I'm talking about the moment, like the moments, right? In that moment, this woman's going to get hers, right? And that's the same thing in the girls at the strip club. There's girls that make thousands.
Oh, that's right. That's
thousands
the same
of
thing as
dollars.
girls on the corner too.
Right. And so guess
Yeah.
what happens? You go in the corner, you do whatever you do, and then you're not doing actually anything with that money. So it just really depends on who you
It's
choose
not
to be
just
after.
that.
Yeah, that's
It's not just that.
golden handcuffs, right?
A
In
lot of those-
Vegas,
yeah.
golden handcuffs. That's the
Yeah.
golden handcuffs.
A lot of girls don't like that money, man, and they get rid of it as fast as
Because
possible.
it's blood money.
Yeah,
That's
'cause it's
blood money.
money.
Everyone in
thought
the
about it
industry,
like
it-
that.
you know,
Semen
everyone
money.
in the industry knows there's a thing
Another
called
fluid, semen money.
the golden handcuffs. So the golden handcuffs
I've
in
been
Vegas.
encountering this a lot lately in people.
Yep. So you're so tied to your money, it's your identity. And it's not who you are, and you start to change yourself. So in hospitality, especially in Vegas, we were born and bred, right? For hospitality, to work on the strip. That's your best outcome, no matter what. Or you get it right. Either what I've seen is you either stay in Vegas or you leave from all the people who I was born and raised with. So I mean, I'm talking about right at 18. And if you don't leave at 18, if you stay here till like 24, you don't leave, period. You can come, but you always come back because honestly, this is probably one of the most unique places you can go. And
Yeah.
you've been anywhere else.
It's
and
the freest place in the country.
and
Yeah,
this is the
yeah.
only place like I love to call home because this is you always see people's true colors always come out in Vegas. Like
Yeah.
you're getting
Yes,
like
they do.
For better and mostly for
if you look up any crime drama, like all the other people, like, well, I never saw it coming. He just murdered his wife. They get this shit right out of the way in Vegas. You know what I mean? Like, so when you have it in that kind of perspective, you just kind of like think like, oh well, you know what I mean? Like, Vegas is just very unique in that kind of sense. So
Yeah, but it only can stretch for so far. Like at one point, I was there. I literally remember at like I think I was 23, and I was staring at myself in the mirror, and I was like, "What the fuck is going on with you right now?" And I literally had to like strip myself away from all the shit
Really?
and started really like taking like the strips of the onion and just being like, "This is not who I am."
Had to find your true self.
And I
again.
really did, you know, and like it's still a process every day, but it's like Jesus Christ, like you go so far and you think like you're on like, okay, this is good, right? I'm making money, I'm doing this, like everything's Gucci, like, but then you really don't realize like, what are you doing for that? And like, what are you sacrificing? So like what you're saying about like
Viva La-
what
listen,
those
I got a lot to
effects
say about
are.
this
There's
shit.
so much opportunity here in the city.
So
It
Yeah.
could be good opportunity or bad, but there's opportunity.
Okay,
Yes.
But
yeah.
but you know what though, you get to see the difference. The one thing I love about where we are right currently is that like you not only see the progression of people, but we haven't changed. We haven't changed. Like I've known, like you're probably the new.
We know each
like,
other a long
Yeah.
time.
So the whole thing is like, you never really have that concept where you can still look into the eyes because this is the only place after 2 a.m. you see who real people are.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Or you get to see anything
You've seen
else.
how many people come and go. I mean,
Yeah.
I've seen how many people come
So
and go.
that's actually what I wanted to say earlier about natives, like people who were born and raised. It's a super extreme 50-50 shot. You're either super sketchy as fuck or you're like down ass people. Like
Yeah.
you're like really good, like home type of people. You feel good around these people because you guys gone through this shit. You've seen through literally pretty much anything. People coming and going in this type of like place. I always say like most people I think on average stay around like 4 years it is right now because it's either they can't handle the drugs, they can't handle they can't handle the alcohol and the 24-hour shit, or they can't handle the
24-hour
gambling,
shit.
or they can't handle the partying. Like it's one out of those four things.
So, I mean, one of the things I've had to hear recently in my dating life, because I am perpetually single, I can only date for about one season at a time.
A season at a time.
And then
Christmas.
I usually spend the next season
the best
single, and then
season?
I go into another season with
Oh, you
somebody
just-
for a minute, and then
Every
you know,
other season this is happening.
this is
I
the way
got
it
you.
feels
I
to
got
me
you.
lately. It feels like allergies, like relationships with allergies.
I'm dating right now. Yeah.
But one of the things I've been having to hear lately is, well, I know this girl, and she has an OnlyFans, and she has a really healthy relationship with her boyfriend. It is such a healthy relationship. And I look at him, and I'm like, oh, how long was that relationship? Because the OnlyFans, you've only heard of it since, what, 2020 is when you heard of it. So it ain't an old relationship.
Yeah.
Is it like my grandmother and my grandfather?
no.
Is it like my aunt and my uncle? Is it like my dad and my stepmother? Is it like, you know, all you know right now is it's healthy for the past, 3 years, maybe. Probably not.
Yeah, but that's
It's
the
probably-
narrative.
because
it's
they're-
real healthy for the
he's
past
getting a little
year,
bit of that
maybe.
money.
And when you say healthy, what do you mean healthy? You sure it's healthy? You sure that dude ain't siphoning that money away?
They're just breaking bread. That's why. It's
Yeah.
Whoa now.
Money
Also-
does not make a thing healthy, man.
Also,
Haven't
too,
we
you're
learned that
talking
yet?
about like how young this industry is for that. Actually, Joe Rogan was just talking about this. We don't know the effects of what this is going to look
That's what
like
I'm
in
saying.
20, 30 years when it comes down to like women that have completely sexualized themselves. Like, what are these women that are making millions of dollars going to look like in 30 years?
wait a
What
minute.
are their
Well,
kids gonna look like?
No, wait a
What's
minute. What do
society
you,
gonna look like?
They're gonna want to make a
whoa.
career change at some point. You're not
No,
gonna
wait.
want to do
I don't
that.
think it
A
is.
lot
I
of
think
strippers don't.
And how are they gonna do that?
wait, no,
They
see,
come
this is
they age out of it.
yo. This is
and
this is
then what
something
do
I
they
look
do?
at.
Yeah.
I don't
Then what
know.
do they do?
And then they start
You've been here a
pimping.
long time.
And
Then
they
what do
start
they do?
pimping. They start pimping. They start pimping on game. Like that's what
I've been
happens.
I've
is
been
that
here
the
long
old
enough to know what
They
they
turn
do.
into a madam. You're saying.
yeah, they
Yeah,
turn into a
yeah.
mat. Yo, so here's what just knowing I had to come to this fruition.
They can't all be mad at
This is
Yeah,
really
this
hard
is-
for me, but my
don't-
16-year-old daughter, she's aggressive. She's like we've come to a,
Don't say it.
we have come
Well,
to
I
a
don't know where
point.
this is going. Right
I know. I don't
I'm
want to
ready.
You might
know.
need to take another shot of.
so
Another
intrigued.
So,
I need
so let me
another
tell you,
plate
and
of
this is
polenta.
something that I have.
Okay.
You know, it's like one of those things where you're like your fears and everything else. But what I'm saying is, like the women, I think in the next 10 years are going to become the alphas. I think we're going to a point.
Hey, I don't think Andrew
that I
Tate's
was-
gonna. Hey,
I'm gonna
Andrew
tell you
Tate's not
something
gonna
right
let that.
now.
Yo,
Bruh.
first of all, Andrew Tate can't beat my ass. I wish he would come fight me.
I don't listen to him. I just know
Andrew
of him.
Tate,
I don't
first of
condone.
all,
I don't know
is a-
anything about
I
it,
don't
but
condone.
So
Well,
my
Andrew
big
Tate,
thing,
he
yo,
was a
I'm a big
middle-
ass. I'm a big
middle
ass.
tier
I'm a
kickboxer, middle tier.
215 pound. No.
Middle tier
No,
kickboxer could
honestly,
beat the average guy.
I think
Yeah.
you're right though,
I'll
but
whoop his
in a
ass.
really bad, in a bad way. You're right, in a bad way. Like a lot of us women have become like alphas. We become
Because men
masculine.
are bitches.
Yeah, because we're literally deciding to go into leagues to slap people.
No.
Instead of fucking beating their ass.
My bad. So I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about we have a generational gap. So we're of all the age, right? You got to think we were the first and last age that didn't have internet when we were growing up.
Right.
The whole thing is the internet and how the media is portraying men and what's going on from. Hey, I hate to say it, but even from Me Too, from demasculating to toxic masculinity to all these things, well, what's women's focus been on? Hey, look, you have to be, fucking Mulan and everything else, Disney, and they've completely gone away from the whole distressed princess to being like, fighter, everything else, whoop-de-whoop. So as we progress in this, I'm saying the next 10 years, women who have all had this mentality, well, what's the message to men? It's going on to the kids, not to who we are. I'm talking about in the next generational gap, women are going to be, because even, look at you didn't even care about the men fighting. They were stupid. But think about all the times we watched the women karjitsu, ass slap.
Yeah.
It's coming a lot away from sexuality, and it's coming to more of like, think about UFC and how the women are.
You've been on Instagram.
No, I don't do so.
It's coming away from sexuality.
No. Yeah.
Oh, no. I'm just
Twitter.
saying women have more where they can use the sexuality against men and a lot of the men can't even take it.
Yeah.
Because they've only done it on social media and never encountered a real woman.
Oh.
And we're in the things where we're talking about.
It was
You don't
called
even know
my mom, my grandmother, my aunt, my family. We're all real women.
Think about we talk about rejection, we talk about everything else. These kids aren't used to that. And that's why you see them shooting over pizza, you see them everything else. Because rejection ain't in there. And then, you know what I mean? Women, they're already used to that because they're already told as a women. Think about when we were growing up. You ain't shit, right?
We ain't shit.
Hey, for men, you could be everything that you want to be. Women, hey, look, kitchen, everything else. And they overcame that.
So this year,
you know what I mean?
This year, my actual 2023 goal is to really embody my feminine. And this is me going like super,
This is the new word.
like a hippie.
Did you listen to Oprah before you
This is
came?
the new lingo. The new lingo is to get in your feminine, get in your masculine, get out of your masculine into your feminine.
Well, what happened is like I really actually stride that way. I am very aggressive. I have been very aggressive. I've actually needed to go out and get my own money and like make my own dues and like change my own tire. I literally changed my own tire on the way to a party.
Who the hell let you change your own tire?
Yeah.
If you had OnlyFans, that wasn't a problem.
That's funny. But like also like I'm just saying like you're saying it's missing a gap, but no, I still feel like there's tons of women out there that don't like being submissive. That's like a very triggering word now to women. Like I enjoy being submissive to my man. Like I think
what does that mean? Tell me about submissive.
Jamal,
what
you
does
don't
that
stop
even
whispering.
Yo, you can't yell, be submissive. We might get somebody called.
That is exactly how you make somebody submit.
What you mean by submissive?
Don't you know about submission?
Continue.
I'll show you submission.
Yes.
here we are now. We're here now.
We back. So your man is being submissive.
No, it's just like I think like my mother taught me like at a very young age, like never let anybody see you cry. And no one's ever seen me cry, right?
Other
like
than Jamal.
Yeah, actually he has. However, I always waited until I got in the car to cry about Jamal. I always waited until I got in the car to cry.
And this is a transition for our sponsors. No, I'm just
So like I'm really genuinely trying to be more submissive, to be able to allow someone else to lead rather than me constantly having to lead. So like, there is a gap there, but also I think a lot of the women even now are feeling like that. And actually there's a viral article that went out that the majority of people who are happy are childless single women that are not dating, that are not with men. And men are becoming less and less able to be with women. And that's why OnlyFans is fucking popping. That's why you get bitches that fart in jars and send them to Middle Eastern.
That's why women are like allergies to me and I only have them for a season at a time.
Are women really, are they just saying they're happy? Or, I mean, I don't believe that.
Oh, is that right? What do you think? I
think they're just saying I'm happy, but deep down
they're miserable.
They're full of shit.
Every human being.
I'll tell you what they say all the
honestly,
time.
what happens is, especially with birth control, once a woman gets off birth control and she's married, she realizes that her man is not masculine,
Oh,
and she's
shit,
been
truth bombs.
and she's been masculine this whole relationship. So like, especially
this is something.
yeah, actually,
I've been
diving
hearing
into
about this like
Yeah,
crazy.
I'm
I'm
honestly,
sorry, I haven't heard this.
So let me
Keep
tell you
going.
about masculine. When a 5'6" chick tells me I'm not masculine and she's dominant, I tell her I will fucking kick a big guy in his head right now. Are you crazy? What are you
Right.
talking about? What? Because I'm nice to you?
and that's
You think you're dominating me? You're out of your fucking mind.
yeah, and that's not even
I
her
will
being.
slap somebody.
Yeah, come,
Yeah.
come to the schoolyard
That's
as a
her
boy
just
and
triggering
tell me
you.
about that
Competition.
shit.
She's just trying to trigger you.
No,
right?
they all are acting like that now. Everybody's
here's
talking
the-
like this.
so
Guys
it's-
talk to other guys like
never-
this. You're the girl in the relationship. Really?
No, no.
Because last time I
They
checked,
do
I'll whoop your ass. you know.
That's
what are you talking about?
you
I
meant
think
like
part
that's
of being a man is being gentle too, though.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Agreed.
That's what I'm trying to
It
say
is
to you.
Agreed.
That's exactly
Now-
what I'm saying. Yes.
Yeah.
Why can't men be nice? What's wrong with that?
I
That
think-
means we're not dominant.
No,
Right.
I think honestly, I blame first and foremost, just to be full disclosure, I blame women for a lot of the problems
oh
in society.
shit. Okay. speak
Okay.
up.
I really do.
I didn't see that coming.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
That is-
this is also going around right now. You got to come in for this other show we're doing
Yeah,
sometimes.
what's with
You
this
got to come in and
other
talk
one?
about this other thing. You got to come in.
She
too.
might
What
get
is
picked
that?
up
You
for
got to
this
come in.
season.
You got to come learn about this. stuff.
He's the for the season.
Yeah,
I'm with it.
That's so
yeah.
foul. No,
It's fascinating.
Yeah.
it is. It's just, and it really comes down to there's a couple factors that I really truly believe in. Women don't respect other women, so we're constantly talking shit about each other.
They do
Always.
fight a lot.
Putting
We
each
just
other
saw this
down.
ass slapping
Think of
competition.
any. Okay, back
And
in
they
high school.
actually probably like each other though.
Think of any like friendship that was in high school, female friendship that's still around today. We still friends. Think of other girls that was friends in our. It don't last. I've seen some of the closest girls. I don't even know. I don't even talk to her.
Who's
I haven't
that
seen her in
bitch?
a long. Yeah,
She smells like feet.
it's competition.
Well, it's like okay, so I have a really good example. So like it's very I mention this a lot. It's very very obvious, and for if my boyfriend came in here, he's going to
Shout
say
out to Joe.
yeah, shout out to Joe. So he would obviously, as neutral as possible between all of you other gentlemen, would acknowledge him and say, "Oh, hi, I'm so and so. Hi, I'm so and so. Hi, I'm so and so." There has been so many cases where you put women in another room with another women and they're not introducing themselves to each other. That alone distinguishes that they don't have the respect to even just acknowledge each other. You guys are acknowledging each other. It's mutual. It's very like
It's different.
I'll tell you what
Have
I
you
would
seen-
like.
well,
If I'm somebody's boyfriend and they're in a room with a bunch of dudes, I want her to introduce me to everybody.
Yeah,
Right.
It's different from a whole bunch of men because that's like lions. And I don't know
guess-
if you've seen National Geographic, but that shit happens all the time. Like, oh, this line's my line. The lion will go. I'm like, yo, we got to fight right after this shit. So you might not see about the
Right,
highness thing.
I'm like,
You're
go,
like, yo,
go let
I'll
him know.
slap that dude,
Go let
yo.
him know
That's
is how I
funny.
feel.
Yo, go if he looks at me
Right,
like when
right.
I look at like for instance, we'll take it back to like I go back to primal instincts, right? So men are very much like the alphas. And when you see women don't understand what that means.
They don't.
That's why I don't like Andrew.
They don't do physical
because
challenges.
they don't talk about stuff like
I love
we.
Andrew Tate.
I'll smack this shit.
Whoa.
I love Andrew
Oh,
Tate.
why did we start
I'm
with
not
that?
I'm not even on there, but my big thing
That
is
is next show. We're starting right there.
I don't believe in Andrew Tate because I have daughters. I do. Some of his things have merit, but he's just like one of those dudes. I don't know. I honestly,
I never
don't even
got
listen-
into
I
him
felt
yet.
that
I
way.
don't
Yeah,
know
I
too
don't,
much
I
about
don't
him.
listen to him, but I heard a lot
know.
of people because I'm like, I will, I try to consider myself masculine. He just goes about it different ways.
Small, you're
Yeah.
masculine. You can whoop
I don't
almost
agree
every
with
guy.
everybody. I don't agree with everything you said.
I can fight, like, obviously, for everyone, like, they're all my friends,
You
but
take
for,
care of your kids. You're good
Yeah,
to your
that's
lady.
my thing
You
is-
go to work. And you whoop ass, dude. I mean,
I go
what
hard,
more
like-
masculine you need to be?
So my big thing is like, why do we have to make so at the end of the day, what it really comes down to, and this is what I do, Andrew Tate, he's a figure because he makes money. He makes money off what he says, but that's not what he is behind. And a lot of people say what he's going to say. I don't know that much, so I'm not going to speak about it, but a lot of things that I do hear and that have come to me, I don't like. In the same sense, masculinity is just that old school, like Little House on the Prairie shit, you know what I mean? Like, take care of your family.
Yeah.
That's the most masculine thing that you could do, right?
Yeah.
It is.
And now
Most
it's
masculine thing possible.
so take care of your family, right? Everyone knows that.
Yeah.
That is completely different from when you have your girlfriend. Like when you talk about Joe and everything else, and I can introduce him, and you have that. If there's one other alpha in there, there's going to be a different level of communication that's going to go on than you doing somebody who's actually
Yes.
interested in you, than someone is in there. Girls just assume you're doing better, and from what I know, they're just like, yo, catfight that bitch. That's what I'm saying. I have a very aggressive 17-year-old who's like, and she sees the things how I am, and unfortunately that rubbed off on her. So that's my fault. Because now she's like, I get what I want. Or we go in there, and that's how you should. You should be able to take like command and control of a room.
Yeah.
If they're like, say, we'll say like Declan or Joe, or Deck or Joe have everything else, and your Joe comes in, it's gonna be like, oh, okay, but you're peacocking at that point. Like, I want to fuck your bitch. Like, and in Vegas, you see that a lot. That's how pizza fights start. Like there has to be some kind of transgression behind the scene. You know what I mean?
I feel you.
No, in Vegas,
In Vegas, in there,
in
it's
Vegas,
too
you see that in PTs at 3 a.m.
Yes.
Right.
And so
But
why
it
are you even there?
But it goes,
agreed,
yeah.
agreed, agreed.
Masculine is you don't fucking take your girl to PTs at 3 a.m., dude.
Yeah,
That's
that's
masculine.
You gotta run.
I guess I was talking more in a general aspect of just like people in a room. I wasn't just like generalizing
yeah.
between men and female, but however,
I
like
was.
Women wouldn't introduce themselves. They're
that's all I was getting at.
competitive
Women,
off top.
Yes.
Guys, we've been
nature.
talking
When it
a
really
long
came
time,
down
and we
to
have-
women won't acknowledge another woman in the
Right.
room, and that
see that.
instinctually like it starts shit. It's just sort
Yeah.
of like, why did she fucking say hi to me? Like,
Yeah.
who is she? Is she fucking cool? And then it just starts all this bullshit, and that's where that starts, where women cannot seem to like come together and be like beautifully intertwined with each other because we're here to support each
Yeah.
other. I do women's circles though, so like I actually go to women's circles and we go and like
Can I
support
be a
each
part
other.
of one of these?
Yeah, is that
Can I
another
be a part of one of
OnlyFans
these?
event? Or is
I
that,
also,
You got a vagina?
I also,
it's a, wait a minute.
just
wanna
wait,
learn.
it's a
I'm here to learn.
Women's
I just want to
circle.
say I also do women's circles.
Yeah.
Internet just wants you to know I also do women's circles.
Fair enough. Fair
it.
enough. But
I'm hosting my next women's circle
my other
on Sunday.
What's your Instagram page again?
This is
this
all right. Message me for the address.
Guys,
My other problem
Can
really
we
came
do
also.
another shot before this
Yeah,
thing
I'm
is
down.
over?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I
Well,
didn't mean to cut you off.
Third
No, I'm
time's
good.
a
I'm
charm.
good. I was gonna say my last bit here, basically, which is, it really cringes at me when we have adopted this idea of happy wife, happy life, simply because the majority of women don't have to be accountable for their actions.
Right.
So most women don't have to be sorry anymore.
You gonna make so many women
and they're-
mad.
And
They're gonna be in these comments.
They go-
This is a thing
this
going
is
around.
That's why I
Comments.
didn't say hi
No,
to you
no,
when
no,
I
y'all don't
saw
know
you
yet.
because
Y'all don't know
what
about
you thought like
y'all don't know
this.
about these ideas yet.
That is
Y'all don't know about this
hilarious.
stuff. This is a big thing going around right now. She's talking about things that are like very, very topical.
For sure.
We need to actually talk about this next time.
Oh,
It's
I'm down.
important.
I'm always
It's
here.
important to
Let's do it
talk about
again.
this,
well,
yeah.
guys, this is the end
a
of it.
little-
We always try to end on a positive note
Oh.
and a wonderful shot.
We
so,
done?
Are we done? That's about our time. We've been on here for
rolling.
an hour 30. So,
Okay.
in closing, I appreciate all
We
you.
out here.
Everything that's done is done for our ultimate good, and be the smile in people's day.
Always.
I also still say that my ass kicking idea was the best.
That was it. Bam, 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 bam.
That's a good one.
Bam, bam, bam.
I'm just
Bam,
playing.
bam,
guys.
bam, 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 bam.
It got spicier.
Till next time.
I know.